So hello everyone, and today I'm going to be teaching a little bit more about crosshair placement and how to take A long on Dust 2, because that is one besides just rushing B, going A long is one of the most common strats for Dust 2, do a little simple A split up CAD, and I can't pull them up right here, so I don't know how to, but yeah, the only time you really want to, go rush long is, so the green box, this is where you spawn it, and where you can buy your weapons at. You only buy weapons on the first 10, 15 seconds on competitive, I believe. But you want to make sure your dot is as far over to this corner as possible. So your, my bad. The time it takes you to get from here to here is less or as quick as it takes for a CT who spawned here to run all over here, get to here so you can watch here. So I was like, can't buy if I can get myself flash grenades. Give flash. Nope. I just type in flash. No, okay. We'll give weapon underscore flash. Give name item. Give flash. Grenade. No. Give smoke grenade. Okay, well, enough fooling with that, because I don't know any console commands, because I'm a noob. But anyway, you can smoke off long corner if you know how to do that. If you have flashes, which I do not, you can take it, and as you're running from your long spawn, so as you're right here, you get good long spawn, someone go push long, you get flash ready, move over a little bit, throw up, get the second one out, and throw as you're entering in the long door. So they both pop as you're peeking this corner, and the operator sitting here is going to be blinded. Now, he may do, like a blind fire, and you may get killed. That's going to happen every once in a while, don't get mad about it. But as this second flash is popping, what you want to do is make sure you have your crosshair placement. That was bad. But kind of trace that little corner on the wall. And a lot of them like to crouch. Their head's going to be about here, because a lot of them will go crouch like this and be kind of wide. So when you come around this corner on the second flash, just come out and give a quick pop. Boom, boom. Because if you do that and they are sitting at that corner crouch like that, your crosshairs are already at their face, and you just got to free pick out along. Now, if the team is smart, they're going to have two players playing on a long. For example, they're going to have an opper watching, they'll try to have a rifle, so more like an M4, try to jump over to pit area, and if for some reason when you peek, pop, miss, he backs up, and you peek again, he's not there, the rifleman's more than likely going to be in pit. So the person that's behind you, what you want them to do is, as you're pushing out, have them now watch the corner cross. And as you're pushing out, there's not going to be anybody over here, or maybe not here, so you're not going to need to check it. So go here, this barrel, because people like to push up this barrel sometimes, and not really slowly, because you have teammates waiting on you, because the guy over there. So, peek, they're going to be sitting pit about like here, so they can pick you off, and all you see is their head, and just pre-fire. Never be afraid to pre-fire, okay? I don't care if people call you cheaters, call you wallers, hackers, it's a good thing. It just means you know how to play the game. Because I get called all the time, don't worry. And if he's not there, he's going to be farther back in pit, or he's going to be at this corner. So, if he hasn't popped up by now, go all the way to this blue box, and just trace this wall. So, if you trace the wall and you see him, stop, fire a couple rounds, and he's going to be dead. And if you still don't see him, and you have an HE nade or a Molotov, throw it into pit, and that'll give you some reassurance. And if for some reason you haven't killed either of the two players at long playing corner and pit, and you have one guy or a couple guys coming pushed out, then you need to leave your position as the entry fragger and have faith that your team is watching the corner. You need to come wide peek this, because sometimes people who play pit, because they'll play about here, and all you can see is their head, and they can see your entire body, and they'll just, you know, keep poking up. Or you will play here, and if you just do a quick peek and overlook this, then it's an easy 2 or 3 kills for the person playing this position, because the rest of your team's going to assume that you cleared it and it's safe because you didn't get shot at. So your job as entry fragger from right here, if your team's not already rushing through the spot, is have faith that someone's watching pit, someone's watching corner, and white peek this. So you white peek it, and with crosshair placement, like, I'm not aiming at the floor, so I'm not going to wide peek it and have to snap up. I'm already at head level, so I'm just going to peek it, boom, and if he's there, he's dead. Now, you always got to be prepared for someone sitting at an off angle, like if he's sitting like right there, you're peeking the corner, obviously you're going to have to snap to him, but that's less problematic than, you know, you staring up here at a lamppost like, ooh, this is pretty, or like there's so much trash on the floor, like peeking around like this, because whenever I play with my silver friends or people that are of lower ranks, obviously I can't get mad at them because I'm playing with them, but it's like simple crosshair placement would save their lives so much. So anyway, you know, you get the guy corner, or you get the guy pit, and you're able to push up. Now, if you kill the guy corner and you know for a fact there's one pit, if you peek out too much, so say you cleared this and no one's here yet, and if you don't see anybody by this point, be wary of this corner, because if someone's sitting car, they can see you about here. So just kind of give a quick jiggle peek and see if you see anybody, and if not, just kind of clear car, because some guys are going to be crouched here, and 2 quick shots, 3 quick shots, a spray, it don't matter, he's dead. Next spot you want to check that a lot of people overlook is this spot right here. Because if you're not looking for it, a CT that sits there, almost completely hidden, and you can't even see him. So, let me turn my fan off real quick. I'm not sure how it's going to sound audio-wise. Yeah, so, and if you do see him, just one shot kills him, because he has to be crouched in that position not to be seen. And then once you've cleared all that out, you can either back up, and obviously you're going to have to clear pit, so you just give it a quick jump, and he's more likely going to be sitting in this corner. So when you jump this, you can just have your gun out, strafe jump into here, and be prone onto him. Now when you kill this guy, he's dead, and you're in pit. If you're trying to take long from pit, and you have an AK, and you know they have an op, just be very careful, because you barely peek your head against a good opper, it's going to take him clean off. So if you manage to get into pit, try to play an off angle, because a lot of operators will be looking here from about the barrels in sight, or they'll be looking here from elevator. So you just kind of play like somewhat in the middle, and look at common positions. So that is what you want to have your operators in pit, because they can fight the long range battle. What you want to do as a rifler is, after you get these 2 spots cleared out, and you know that no one's car, at least that you can see, and you jiggle peek out, and you see no one ramp, and you see no one boxes, because that's 2 positions you want to peek. So like, if I come out and I clear this, I clear that, peek out, ramps clear, peek out, barrels clear. Next spot you want to check is this spot right here where people like to kind of op. And if you have people with you, you're going to be a bit more secured on peeking this, because it's not going to be a 1v1 fight against op. You can just peek out. Crosshair's already there, so I don't have to move it or anything. And once you see all that clear, just kind of keep it on that for a second, and then move up here. Right here is a big spot, because a lot of oppers, it's a vulnerable spot for AKs, because if you miss a shot, you're dead because of all this open space that you have. So just clear that, and then obviously the other side of the barrel. And then right here, it's another common spot. And I've used common spot a lot because the spots that CTs will generally use in order not to die. And these are actually really good spots to play against, because a lot of them are head glitches, and everybody hates head glitches. But they work the best on a defending side against AKs, which have the 1-tap potential. So if you don't see him here, then you're clean for the most part, and then you're moving quick, so you just snap from here to here. because everyone knows the spot's always taken by somebody, whether they're peeking it or they're just sitting behind it waiting for you to come over ramp. And so this is clear. And then because this is clear, you're close to car that is someone can obviously hear you. And if you have no one pushing up along this wall and you're the one clearing these spots out, then if you have someone pushing up against this wall, you're clear to leave your back to it and peek elevator for him. But if you're the one pushing up against the wall, when you get about this hose right here and your teammate's slowly pushing him over there, you want to kind of shift walk so you don't have to run and stop. But I always like to shift walk and then right when I get here, run and just spray. Because even if he is not there, you're still ready for it because it's easier to react on a previous reaction than to try to react on something you didn't know was going to be there. So like if you just kind of, like looked at it, went out and didn't shoot and he was ready to shoot you, you've already lost the battle. So if you come pre-firing, then that spot's cleared out no matter what. Now back to clearing this part out. You clear this out, he clears car, car is safe. Then if you play Dust 2-0, which I know everyone does, then you have a general knowledge of where all the spots are, which is what crosshair placement is, which makes your aim so good. It's not that people have good aim, which they do, they just know the map well enough that they don't have to move their crosshairs much. All they have to do is hit mouse 1. And you just peek it, and if there's an opper there, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but you're probably dead. Or you can expect it and just go, give it a one tap. And, he's dead, or if he's standing up, he's starting to go body shots into him. But all the time this will be smoke, so, I mean, you can always just, spray a couple through smoke if you know where it's at. And if this isn't smoked, and you cleared all the way to elevator up, next spot's going to be here, Ninja, which I don't think they can see you, but they might, so you just want to be wary of that. And then just kind of clear out elbow. And once you get here, you gotta be wary of two positions of right here is CT, and then over here by cat. But cat normally sits here and not in the middle because it's just stupid. So you can clear out CT. If you don't see anybody there, give it a quick sidestep shoot. Get that. Ignore that. But get that quick one tap. Then kind of clear this, then all the way over here, and then you kind of do a 50-50 of if he's going to be here or if he's going to be here. But try to clear out both of them as best you can. And let's say all goes well, you make it to sight, right? Sight seems pretty easy. However, a lot of people do not bother to check a guy just sitting here waiting, and when they hear the footsteps, they pop out, and they got 3 or 4 people in the line of sight looking at every which way. And he easily go, dead, 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 dead. Obviously not 4 bullets, but figuratively speaking. And no one ever checks this. So when you get about to this box, and if you're peeking wide, and you have this smoked off pretty well, and you're peeking wide at car, then if this is smoked off, instead of clearing elevator and ninja and all that, clear off this spot for your teammates. If you die from cat, so be it, don't get mad. But clear this spot off for your teammates. You'll be able to see him before he sees you, hopefully anyway. Like you'll be able to see a gun barrel or head or hand. And if you do, come at it slowly, come fast, and pre-fire. So that he doesn't have time to react to you, and if he does, then you already have the jump on him. And if he's dead, or if there's no one there, then there's definitely going to be somebody behind this box. And this one's hard because he can do quick peek, juggle, anything he wants at this position, even with the pistol, and it's still pretty deadly. So, you clear the spot out, just kind of move your crosshair over here. You don't see anything yet, kind of move it to cat real quick. And when you get the barrels, swing over to goose and check it. And if you see no one there, call it out to your teammates, it's clear. And if you have a molly or smoke or flash, throw it over to cat, run over here, and pre-fire ninja. Always pre-fire ninja because you never know if someone's trying to be sparkles and just, wants to obviously like ninja the bomb. And that is how you take A long from T-side's perspective for the most part. if I knew the commands for smoke and flashes, obviously I would show you the smokes and flashes you would use to do this. Like, I don't know the long corner smoke because I don't really practice it all that much. I just use that double flash technique. But there's a couple ways you can smoke that cross corner. So the common ways I see it is I say people like by this barrel, they'll take a smoke grenade, aim right there, just run and throw it, and I'll bounce off and land like relatively in the middle. What I like to do is I like to stand about here, aim up above the second window, run and throw it, and it'll do just about the same thing. But that way you don't have to worry about an opper sitting there, sitting there. Still have to worry about it there, but not as much. And yeah, that's how you take A long on Dust 2. It's only like a 15-minute video. I'll try to do a quick retake video. Just in the same one. Not gonna do a lot of editing, but I'll make that a different video. I don't want to make it too long because I don't have the editing software to actually properly do this. And if you guys haven't noticed already, my knives are called the Twin Towers. I'm a big memester, hashtag 9/11. It's a very tragic and sad thing, I know, nothing to make fun of, but the internet being the internet has a way of doing funny things. But yeah, I do like the Shadow Daggers. I would like some better knives, like obviously Karambit, who doesn't want a Karambit. But as you guys know, those are super expensive. But I think that's it for this video. Yeah, just quick reminders, crosshair placement, like, if you know somebody's pit, don't go running out like this to pit, or running out with the thing on the floor and having to go up here, because it's hard enough as it is. Just know you know somebody's pit, clear the corner, and just swipe it. If you don't see a hat, you're good to push up, you just sit on a site, or you're good to sit here. Because if you're CT and you're sitting here, if they don't notice you, then they can't really see you, and you see all of them. So it helps if you have someone like fighting them, because they don't focus on you. And yeah, but I think it was Edward a couple days ago, a few weeks ago, you know, playing against Cloud9, I think it was, or Echo Fox, and just one tab, just 3 guys pushing along, he just went tap, tap, tap. And it's all about not only positioning, but also good reflexes, good aim, knowing the game, knowing the map, and just knowing, you know, certain aspects of the game that most people don't bother to learn, which I really think they should, if they want to get serious into CSGO. I'm not sure if you guys can see this or not, but I have almost 1,800 hours in this account, and I have about 300 on my Smurf, so that makes like 2,000 hours total. Obviously, I put a lot of thought into this game. I'm Legendary Eagle Master, so that's good. And yeah, if you guys want me to make other videos like a simple rush B tactic that works almost, I'll say 7 times out of 10, I can do that. Just let me know in the comments. Leave some likes that you guys, I know that you guys like these tutorial videos. I can show you guys how to make your own crosshair using a workshop map. I can show you how you guys make your own view model using a workshop map. It's the easiest way to do it instead of trying to go through the console commands for it. That's just a pain. Some other maps that a bunch of YouTubers use as well, so you guys might already know them, but very helpful if you want to, you know, get good quick. A lot of it is just, you know, going to DM and just practicing. But that's a different story. My name is Spitfire6090, Spitfire, whatever you want to call me. If you guys liked the video, hit that like button. Remember to hit that subscribe button as well. And I'm out.